Hello and welcome to the full version of part 3 of my RIPW save in Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. Thank you for clicking on this. Thank you for your patience. Now, because... I've got dodgy headphones. I've got headphone problems coming out my ears, literally, at the moment. So, in between the last episode and now, when I was doing the recording before the computer crashed, which I mentioned in the other video, I did some pre-booking. Here we go. So this is the first round matches at March to Victory. So we've got Brian Jewett, the USA champion, against Moriarty Schnell, who's been just cutting promos on the first two shows. So I felt I had to include him. Got Diva Arnold and Hellion again. We've got Forrest Ratzlaff and Warwick Good again. In a non-title tournament first round match. This is non-title as well. And Samson Sharp versus Whole Lot of Marvin again. So we've got a lot of repeat matches, got a lot of storylines being continued. But because the shows are only monthly, I don't feel like repeat matches are as detrimental. And they're in a different context and the different story can be told. And hell, WWE, if it's good enough for WWE, it's good enough for me. But all joking aside, like I just want to advance those stories whilst maintaining the tournament. Speaking of the tournament, I have set it up as a tournament. These are the quarterfinals. And that's basically it. Now, let me go through my thinking, because I was putting a lot of thought into why I wanted to book it as I did. So my thinking so far is that I'm going to have Moriarty Schnell beat Brian Jewett. Because he's he's seeming like a potential good star for me, and I think if I haven't beat Brian Jewett, once Jewett's current issues with Willie LaRue, I think his name is, are over, we can maybe move him on to a feud with Moriarty Schnell, with or without the title involved, depending on where I decide to go with that. Maybe even have Willie LaRue cost Brian Jewett this match, and then that way, you know, it's I was going to say, it continues that story, but it also starts to put the wheels in motion for Moriarty Schnell to maybe move up to the USA title picture by beating the current champion. The next match, Diva Arnold and Hellion. Basically, I've been trying to think of ways, to get Moriarty Schnell maybe into the finals, maybe even to win the whole thing. I'm not sure yet. But, so I was like, right, who do I want him to beat, who do I want him to go through? And I thought, in the end, I don't want to overuse him, push him down people's throats. So, I'm thinking I'm going to have Diva Arnold and Hellion fight to a double count out or double DQ or something where they both get eliminated and it continues their feud, maybe leading them to one final blow off where it's last man standing, or, you know, something nice and brutal like that. They've already had a hardcore match, but maybe one more brutal match would be some fun. So yeah, thinking that for that, and that allows Moriarty Schnell to bypass the semi-finals and go straight to the final and be fresh in the final, and maybe gives the other finalists an excuse to lose to him. Then I was thinking have Forrest Ratzlaff beat Warwick Good, non-title, but he's beating the new champion who just beat him for the belt under dodgy circumstances, so it cements his right to a rematch, basically. So I was thinking we could go that route. Then Samson Sharp and the Whole Lot of Marvin. I can't even remember what I ended up deciding. I was sort of going back and forth with myself about this. Because either could face Forrest Ratzlaff in the next round. We could have a face versus face match with Marvin and have that put Marvin over without even necessarily having to win that match. Just put on a good performance. Or we could have Samson Sharp put on a really good performance. I think I'm going to have Forrest go through to the final and probably lose to Moriarty though. Simple reason being I don't want to do heel versus heel, and I'm not sure I want to do a Whole Lot of Marvin in 3 matches. So my instinct is to put Samson Sharp over Marvin again and then lose to Ratzlaff. But I don't know yet. I'm not 100% sure on what I'm going to do with that. If I had Marvin win, they could put on... Either way, what I want is a really competitive semi-final while Moriarty Schnell sits in the back, relaxes, and then as soon as the semi-final's over, I want Schnell to come out, attack the winner, and kickstart the final that way, and possibly get a cheap win that way as well. Not sure exactly how we're going to go about that yet. There's a possibility to have, after the Václav and Whole Lot of Marvin match, we could have Schnell and all of Southern Comfort, so Samson Sharp's stable, which is Hoss Hadley and Hank something. They could all attack both of them, like as a big beatdown, and then Moriarty Schnell, or even Moriarty Schnell as well, could come in and do it, and then we could, so like a big 5-on-2 beatdown, and then Moriarty Schnell versus Václav starts, and Václav can never get back out the gate kind of thing. Could be something to think about. But yeah, so early doors, I'm leaning towards Schnell winning the whole thing, actually, even though I've not used him this year. I think it'll be an interesting way to bump him up the card pretty quickly. Two big wins. One over the USA champ, one over the recently relieved world champ, RIPW champ. Now, I did discuss as well, I'm going to be presenting this slightly differently. So as you can see, we're at Wednesday, week 3 of February. I hadn't been showing anything in the fast forwarding, so no loading screens with the random names, sped up, not pausing for anything unless it was significant. Now, we've got Supreme TV here. But, yeah, just like the last one, nothing massive has happened here, really. So I'm quite happy to just skip over that. Yeah, the last week's Supreme TV, nothing major happened. It was just like a normal weekly TV. No title changes, no title defenses at all, I don't think, from memory. So, yeah, I'm just going to advance, and the next thing you see will be the next time there's something for me, for me to address. A new email, a new decision to be made, news that I feel like you guys should know about, that kind of thing. So we're just going to advance and we'll see where we end up. Okay, so one day on, and I guess that's the next day. SWF have made a contract extension offer to Forrest Václav, who is currently in development with RIPW. Good stuff. It doesn't sound let me have a look at Forrest. Oops. Yeah, no, I don't. I just want to see what the offer is, to be honest. I want to know if he's being offered a main roster spot. I feel like they'd tell us in advance, but I don't know. Anyway, let's advance some more and see where we end up. And just 2 days later, we have another email. There it is. Now let's have a look. Let's have a look at his. His contract, I guess? Yeah, exclusive written developmental. Okay, cool. Cool. Carry on. Alright. Pinch punch, first of the month. Oh, an extension offer. Okay. I was going to say, does that mean they're calling him up? But no, that's just an extension offer. Okay, that's cool. So is that the same news? Yeah. Cool. So again, nothing to report. Only a few days left to go now, I think. Is it week 1 I do my show? Or is it week 2? I can't remember. Let's find out. Okay, an interesting little development here. Alright, an interesting little development in week 1 of March. That's our owner. Mean Gene Catley bonds with Ox Mastodon. Showcasing the positive side of social media, Ox Mastodon and Mean Gene Catley appear to have bonded, having spent the past few days trading their favourite pro wrestling stories in a series of posts that have proved very popular with fans. The hashtag ProWrestStories has been trending as a result. So if we have a quick look at Ox, he's a 37-year-old white American male wrestler. Currently employed by FTW on a handshake deal. We have a minimum requirement of 45 selling. Looks like he more than hit start. Reputation 100, more than hit start. Beast of a man. Let me see. Protege of the legendary multi-time world champion Dread. In fact, let's have a look at his personal info. Is he listed as like a... Yeah, strong friendship. Look at that. Nice. Right, so he's an American of Polish descent. Beast of a man, Ox uses his bulk to his advantage, ploughing through opponents before finishing them off with a big splash off the ropes. With Dread's help, Ox got his first regular employment in late 2007, being picked up by FCW in Puerto Rico. Being teamed up with King Kong Kennedy, then 937-pound Express became a dominant force, what catching in, and won multiple sets of tag team titles during a great 6-year period. After slimming down from 465 to 398 pounds, Ox turned babyface and became a singles act, feuding first with his ex-partner, then facing off against House Hansen. He's now one of FCW's most popular wrestlers. Shortlist that boy. Potential. Since I'm sure Mean Gene would be keen on having him. Anyway, that's just a little tidbit that I thought would be nice to include because I haven't seen that before, so it'd be good to include it. Anyway, continue. Oh, look at this new SWF TV show. Thursday, we'll see a brand new show, SWF TNT, debut on CBA, all the initials. A deal was signed by SWF last night. It's expected the first show will be packed with stars and major matches as the company tries to put its best foot forward. You didn't see AI companies doing a lot of that. I'm slightly concerned that might mean they need more stars and it might start calling up. Time will tell. Let's advance some more. I think it's next Friday is our show, so let's crack on. And now we have an email. I'm dreading this. Is it going to be a call up? Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention that I did in the previously lost footage was give Hoss Hadley and Zeke Cromstock 3 weeks off each, purely because they had low morale. How are you doing for morale? I can't see that here. We'll have a look elsewhere. Yeah, so they're both back. Cool in the gang. Here. I'm here. Oh. Reset. Still annoyed. That's annoying. You're still annoyed. I don't feel like we need to use you in the upcoming show. So I think we should just... give him another 6 weeks off. There we go. Have some time off to recover. Onwards! Okay, dokie. So we are ready to rumble. How many are we expecting? 149. Can we not just, get the cheaper place? Nice. Okay, locker room. Anything? No incidents. Absent workers. Zeke, I know about him. I know about him. We can just cancel the show. Wow, okay. We're not going to do that, however. We are, in fact, going to start importing our matches. Right, so the winner is to be Schnell. Finish is going to be just a distraction finish, I think. Ryan Jert's going to be distracted by his mate. That's right, right? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at storylines. Yeah, Willie LaRue. Nice. Hey. Pre-booking. So now we've got Arnold versus Hellion. This match, I'm not saying like times and what have you just yet. I'll work that out shortly. So we're on a double. So the doubles, we could have a time limit draw. We could, ooh, no, because then Hellion has to go long and it's not good. No, not a time limit draw. Okay, so we can either go double pin, double count out, double DQ. Draw decision. Yay, judges. Maybe, yeah, let's just go double count out. That seems the easiest to book. Okay, next we want the Farmer Champ versus the Champ. And we want Forest to win. Just clean. And then we want... Ooh, right, we need to make a decision now on this. Who's winning? Samson Sharp or a whole lot of Marvin? Samson Sharp or a whole lot of Marvin? Trying to weigh up pros and cons. Samson Sharp's the one that fancies the big star at the moment. Whole lot of Marvin's like top of all our lists though, like next big thing, hot prospects, mic guys. Not that great in ring though, is he? Yeah, I think I want a whole lot of Marvin to pick up this win. That would be like a roll up though, and maybe a botched interference by... Oh no, by Hoss Hadley. I've been toying with the idea of having his sister, cousin, whatever she is, come in. And maybe turning face for a little bit. So, yeah, let's go with that. Right, now we can add an angle. Save from 3-on-1 attack. So the cavalry is actually going to be his upcoming semi-final opponent. And the attackers are going to be Southern Comfort. Rhode agent notes. Booking analysis. Yep, don't worry, we're good, don't worry. Tournaments. So will this now know? Huh, doesn't. Okay, cool. Whatever. Add match. Now we need... Oh. Okay. So it's just like as a reminder, I guess. So now the... semi-final Forest wins. Good. Far too much. Being overused. Forest. We're doing a tournament, guys. Like, come on. You have to shorten some matches, clearly. Okay. Let's just get everything in for now. Oh, we should have Moriarty cut a promo for sure. Oh yeah, that's a good point. A good point well made there, game. Good point well made. I think he was good without a script. Add an angle. Post-match attack. And then the final. Is Forrest Václav versus Moriarty Schnell. Rhode Agent Nerds. Yeah. And it's for that. Cool, right, so first things first, it's supposed to be, let me just check my product. No, wrong one. Product, there it is, right where I was. Oh, I like that, that's cool. That's a good feature. Okay. Anyway, what was I looking at? 80-20, so 20% of a 90-minute show is 18 minutes. If we're only going to be 3 minutes long each, I need 6 of them. Okay. So what storylines aren't we using at all? Anything? Can I use? We can have. Who's a good talker? 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 Why am I asking it over and over again? I don't know. Creative. Talk the talk. Willa LaRue is a good talker. Maybe he can cut a promo about just having cast Brian Jewett. I reckon that should be a thing. Interview, taunt. No. Will it be better with him rated on overness or not? I don't know. Let's just go with it. We'll move this down. Straight after. Straight after. Okay. See what post-match ones we've got. We could potentially continue the Diva and Hellion like brawl. Or we could continue it. Yeah, let's continue it backstage a bit later in the show. Put that here. So now we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I guess we'll just have Schnell celebrate. There. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Complete over the top. Sounds about right. Can't start the show due to major issues. The fact that I'm going over time, I would guess. Right. So... we need a storytelling match. Now... I don't really want to lose the rating on the main event, so I might do it in the Marvin Ratzlaff one, because they both got a story to tell. That, you know, they've been attacked in the weekend and da-da-da-da-da. So there we go. Let's book that. Okay, that's one problem taken care of. Too much Forrest Ratzlaff. Lovely. He has got 3 matches, to be fair. I think this one could afford to be quite short. Quite a bit shorter. But down to 10 minutes for now. How angry are they at me for this? Far too much still, okay. So what happens if I reduce that as well? Yeah, that's fine. Far too much still. Hoo-wee! Tough crowd. Schnell and Marvin are on far too much as well. I can't believe... Right, so Forrest and Schnell together need less time because they're both being overused. Too much and far too much. Okay, so let's reduce this one as well. Yeah, that's fine. Oh my god. Maybe I should make this like a super short match. Like 5 minutes. Does that help anyone? Slightly. A whole lot of Marvin, could go a little bit less, to be fair. Do you know, no, I think I'm just going to have to take the hits, basically. Right, so in terms of match types, this one's going to be work the crowd. Let them hate on Schnell for a bit. Yes, stop asking me that. Oh, they might struggle though. Well, if it has to go shorter, it has to go shorter. No, because I can't. let's just go regular. Let's just go regular. It should be a wild brawl, but let's just go regular. Okay. What's the deal in this match? That's fine. Then they brawl. Because it's got everyone as being used too much. I can't like shorten this match to lengthen others. Yeah, so this one's gonna have to go as long as it does. That's fine. I think we're just gonna have to go with this, guys. So let me just check I've got this right. So Moriarty beats Jewett. That should be right, right? Moriarty to win. Distraction. Lovely. Then LaRue's gonna rant about Jewett. Then these two are gonna fight to a double count out. Nice. Then Schnell cuts the phone like, oh no, what a shame. Oh, what a shame. Oh no. And then the champ versus Forrest. Forrest wins, 10 minutes. Don't like that, but it's going to have to happen, isn't it? So Forrest wins. Then they're shown still brawling backstage. Sharp and Owen and Marvin go for a while. Marvin gets the flash pinfall after Hoss Hadley hits the wrong one. Hits Samson Sharp instead. Then... Wait, no, I skipped ahead. Then Ratzloff saves Marvin from the 3-on-1, then has to fight him next, and it's a brief storytelling match. Then Schnell attacks Ratzloff. Ratzloff loses to Schnell. Let me just check I've done those right. Ratzloff to win. Good. And then Moriarty to win. Nice. Okay. I guess we're going to have to go with it. Let's welcome back everyone on the short version. And we'll go. Okay, so if you're just on the original version of the video, the short version, then welcome back. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. If you're watching the long version, then you know what's coming, but let's see how it plays out, what ratings we get. So we're opening the show with a first round match between the USA champion Brian Jewett and Moriarty Schnell, who, if you remember, has cut a couple of promos on the last couple of shows about not being on the shows and how that's disrespectful and he's the future of RIPW and yada yada yada. So in about that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling. Trust me, by our standards 22 is not terrible. Moriarty Schnell defeated Brian Jewett, defeated the USA champion in his first match of the year in 9 minutes and 34 seconds by pinfall with a Schnell shock. Brilliant, love it. After a distraction from Willie LaRue, who is Brian Jewett's main rival at the moment. So Jewett had a much better in-ring performance. Luckily Schnell didn't bring the match down too far. The Jewett-LaRue storyline was advanced. Schnell was off his game, but we got the show off to a strong start. Very nice, very nice. Oh yeah, all bonuses and stuff, can't bother looking at all that. So far so good. Oh, and this match was part of the March to Victory 2020 tournament. Yes it was, yes it was. Willie LaRue has an interview in which he goes off on a rant about how much he hates Brian Jewett, so he's just cost him a match. Then the interviewer catches up with him backstage and says, "What are you doing out there?" And he's like, "Hey, I don't like the guy." You know, I don't know why he's a hey kind of guy, but he is. So yeah, and we gained heat on the storyline. He got a 26 segment rating. Very good. Good job, Willie LaRue. I like it. I like it. Well done. So yeah, just advancing their little feud basically without them having a match on this show. Ooh, 35. Nice. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Diva Arnold drew with Hellion in 10:04, following a double countout, and it was in the tournament. So yeah, they're both eliminated. They fight to a double countout. These two got some issues, man. Some issues. So look at that, 36 and 34, and the segment was 35. That seems fair. They gained heat on the storyline. Diva was off his game and still came through with a 36, and we got the crowd hotter. Nice. Wow, Marty Schnell is just my guy. Look at him. Moriarty, did I say Marty? Moriarty Schnell cuts the backstage promo. So as soon as that match gets called, you've got the camera cuts to Schnell in his dressing room, you know, like toweling himself off and keeping himself warm between his matches and what have you, you know, keeping himself ready for his next tournament match. And he's watching on the monitor and he, you know, turns to the camera and he's like, oh no, what a shame. What a shame that I don't have a semi-final opponent now. That looks like that means I have to go straight to the final in the main event. So I'm not going to wrestle between the first match of the show and the last match of the show. Looks like I'm a shoo-in for the victory. I am a sure thing. It benefited from having a hot catchphrase, which I don't know. In the comments, let me know what you think Moriarty Schnell's catchphrase should be. He's had it for like at least the last 2 shows, maybe all 3. So let me know what you think it should be. Maybe some play on words with his name or something. I don't know. Let me know. But 43 rated segment. What a guy. What a guy. Not great in the ring. He got a 16. On the mic. Woo! Nice. Good stuff. Okay. Next, we had a rematch for the championship. Third month in a row these two are fought. This one non-title, however, because it's in the tournament. So in about that, a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. I'll take subpar. Forrest Ratzlav defeated Warwick Good, so the champion lost. Both champions that entered the tournament out in round 1 by submission with an universe backbreaker. I think you'll find that would probably be a universe because it's a universe, not an universe. This match was part of the tournament, yes we know. 27 and 29, but they raised each other and got a better rating than either of them put in. Oh yeah, pretty good chemistry, that's why. I forgot about that. And they gained heat on the storyline, nice. And got the crowd even hotter, just crowd being boosted over and over again. It's nice, it's nice. Okay, next segment. Next we're shown Diva, Arnold and Hellion are still brawling backstage and struggling to be separated by Rhode agents and staff, and the very few staff we actually have. Maybe some of the wrestlers that aren't officially on the show could be involved, you know, like splitting up the brawl or something. So yeah, they're still fighting. An argument does not break out. They just carry on fighting basically. Next, 38 rated segment, nice. Next, we've got a lot of guys who seem to be doing better in segments, in angles, than in matches. So yeah. 24, damn. Okay. In about that, decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling. A whole lot of Marvin defeated Samson Sharp in 14:37 by pinfall, following botched interference by Hoss Hadley. So yeah, the waiting picture in this. Oh, it was a flash pinfall, by the way. I don't know why that's not oh yeah, there we go, to end with a flash pinfall. Yeah, so that's what I put it as, but it's just not mentioned. So it was a roll-up. Basically, you know, Southern Comfort come down and interfere, and Hoss Hadley goes to hit the whole lot of Marvin. Marvin ducks, he catches Sharp. Somehow the referee's not seen. Maybe what's-his-face is on the other side distracting the ref. Hank Whitman is his name, I think. We'll find out in the next thing, unless it doesn't give his name, it just gives the team name. Next segment, because he's involved. Spoilers. So he's distracting the ref, whatever his name is, and then Marvin manages to duck the attacks. Sharp takes the hit, and then Marvin rolls him up for the win. Samson Sharp got 26, Marvin got 20, and the storyline has been advanced. He was off his game, however. I hope everyone doesn't stay off the game. I hope they get on the game throughout the show, because that's 2 guys that have advanced that have been off the game now, which is unfortunate. Alright, next segment. A whole lot of Marvin is being attacked 3-on-1 by Hank Whitman, I was right, Hoss Hadley and Samson Sharp in the ring. Seeing the assault, Forrest Ratzlav comes running in and fights all 3 of them off, saving Marvin from a serious beating. So, Forrest Forrest Ratzlaff does the good babyface thing and saves his semi-final opponent, because the semi-final's coming up right now. Like, we have no matches on the show that aren't in the tournament. So, yeah, he comes down, saves his opponent in the tournament from a beatdown from Southern Comfort. Oh, we lost heat. The segment rating was only 15. Wow, that was pants. Okay, next. So now it is... Oh, it's recognising that it is in the tournament. Nice. Wow, they had a decent reaction from the crowd with terrible wrestling. Wow, it was terrible. Forrest Ratzlaff defeated a whole lot of Marvin. It was only a 5-minute match, and it was a storytelling match, to be fair. So, the way I picture the story of this match is, like, Forrest is quite reluctant to fight Marvin because he's just had to save him from a beatdown, and he wants Marvin to just, like, go easy for a minute and catch his breath. But Marvin's like, no, fight me, you know, come on, I can go. And Forrest is, like, trying to put him away easily, trying to put him away quickly, and Marvin keeps kicking out of things. So eventually, Forrest has to, like, reluctantly apply the universe backbreaker and make Marvin submit. 26 and 19 got a 15. Well, that must be because it was a sub 5-minute match. But yeah, I wanted to do this one quick because I didn't want to make Forrest look weak, having to take a while to beat Marvin under these circumstances. And I don't think it made Marvin look weak to get beaten in those circumstances. So yeah, that was my storytelling match of the night. Next, we have Forrest celebrating his victory reluctantly, but he's like, yay, go me, I'm in the final, I guess. And then bam, there's Moriarty Schnell. Attacks Ratzlaff, beats him down into the mat, gets a segment rating of 23. And that's our main event, the final. That again, no respite between matches. It was Marvin, now it's Ratzlaff. Admittedly, it wasn't the toughest match, but it's still no rest between matches. And Schnell got the jump on him. And then in the final, in a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Moriarty Schnell defeated Forrest Ratzlaff in 9 minutes 43 by pinfall with a Schnell shock, and wins the RIPW March to Victory. Full stop. Tournament, I guess. Yeah, this match was part of the tournament. 29 for Ratzlaff, 20 for Schnell. No off his game mention for Schnell, and ditto for Marvin, I've just remembered in the previous one. So yeah, and then last but not least, 19, damn it, I shouldn't have bothered including this segment. Anyway, having picked up the victory, Moriarty Schnell celebrates in the ring and goes crazy, running around the ring like a madman, dumping water over himself, hugging the referee and ring announcer. Maybe he goes over the top celebrating in a slightly different way, that doesn't seem, but he's basically, the message here is, he's too proud. That doesn't feel like Moriarty Schnell's style, to be honest, like what that describes, but he's too proud of the fact that he just won the tournament the way he did, because he got a bye, and he attacked his fellow finalists from behind. Kind of scummy, kind of heely, kind of won the tournament though, so he doesn't care, and he's celebrating despite the fans not approving. Finished the show. How did we do? 28. I feel like that's our best show. Yeah, we used Schnell far too much, we used a whole lot of Marvin too much. If you watch the build-up, I did try and minimise their involvement, that's why Marvin's match ended up being 5 minutes here. But we still had to put on a 90-minute show, and unless I reduced all the matches and just stuck in a random show somewhere, a random match somewhere, which was a possibility, but I didn't want all the matches suffering from being too short. Like, look at the rating that one got for being 5 minutes long. Like, I didn't want to do that. So, yeah, I think overall the best match was actually the Hellion match again with Diva Arnold. Those two are doing well together. These guys are good together. Good chemistry. Look at that. Schnell, what a guy. I'm gonna give Schnell some praise. It wasn't great overall because he wasn't great in his matches, but he was phenomenal in his promos, so it balances out. And then I guess we have to go with Diva and yeah, even their brawl did quite well, didn't it? Diva and Hellion should just get great performance, like speeches. Oh right, history of past speeches, that's nice. Yeah, Schnell got praised, which he should have done. So he was pleased with my speech, seemed pleased. Okay, so after a quick impromptu cut, what's this? Ooh, this is highlighted. Decisions. Oh no, what? Oh, what you do? Oh, what you doing, Schnell? I've just given you the title. Moriarty Schnell has been identified as a soft drug user by the RIPW drug testing policy. As the drug testing is done in-house, the press have not gotten a hold of the story, so there is currently no potential for damage to company prestige. As his employer, you now have to choose what to do with this situation. He is a needy personality and is currently pleased. I'm going to give him a stern warning. I'm like, dude, we just put you over in this tournament. This isn't the time to be getting caught out by drug testing policy. I feel like that's a fair first response. I feel like sending him to rehab as a soft drug user. To me, that means like weed, which like rehab for weed seems a bit odd, especially like a first offence, like to me. And I'll say, you know, in my stern warning, he will be forewarned that a fine is coming if he carries on. So, nothing noteworthy has resulted from it. Damn, first decision, and it was a real kick in the teeth, that one. Here we go. Mixed. Most tend to agree that for a small company, we're doing okay. Can I just have a quick look? Before I look at my emails, I just want to have a look at my... Oh, it was joint. See, I wasn't sure. I thought it was 24 and 26 that we got, but no, it was 26 and 28. So it was my joint best. It was 2 28s. Matches. Nice. Those two. Look at them two. Top 2 matches. I'm going to be gutted if they get called up. And again, then after that, Forest and Warwick. And again, they might get called up. And then them two again. And then them two. Wow. Those 2 guys are the top 6 matches. And Forest is in the 7th best. Wow. The tournament final was actually like not a bad match in company history. We've had 17 matches in company history, and that was 7th. So top half, I'll take that. Okay, let's have a look at our emails. Drug test fees, is that all it is? 8 grand, seems to be. Let's close it off. Yeah, it's gone. Okay, so let me get back to the home screen. Let's get this on. So leave a like if you enjoyed this video, whichever video you've ended up watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and share with your friends if you think they would enjoy what I do. Also, check the description for my other channels, my social media, and my Patreon. Check it out. See what interests you. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been EBEZA. You've been amazing, and I will see you next time.